Hello, everyone. Greetings, grasshoppers. Welcome to the show today. Yes, it's at a weird time. Yes, I'm wearing a superhero mask and a cape. Yes, it's going to be a super fun show. I am so happy to have my guests on today. Brigetti is in the frame. Marianne is coming on in a little bit. We are going to talk about bots. We're going to go right back to the basics. We're going to start with everything you want to know about bots, and we're going to celebrate. We're dancing in our seats for Ladies Go Live 2018. This is a special day, everybody. I love Ladies Go Live. How do you feel about Ladies Go Live, Brigetti?
Ooh, I just simply love the Ladies Go Live. Every single one of them. I have met so many amazing people through Ladies Go Live from all around the world. It has just expanded my network and my horizons. And if you to know people, real wonderful ladies, you have got to join. Just do it already. Just go and sign up for Ladies Go Live. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly. They're a wonderful group of people, very supportive, and I just have not found another group of people who address the needs of women going live, which are a little bit different than guys going live. And I love it because I think that our voices deeply need to be heard in the world today. So thank you, Ladies Go Live, for letting me take over your airwaves for a tiny bit today and talk about my favorite thing in the world, which is messenger bots. So very good. I want to start with you, Brigetti. I've known you for a bit. You've popped into some of my shows. Tell me, what do you know about men? What do you want to know?
I need to know everything there is to know about bots. Now, I know that bots primarily is there to help you do the mundane stuff
Yeah.
because there's so many things that are repetitive. You know, as a live streamer and especially as a new live streamer, there's a lot to get used to.
Yeah.
You've got to build up your on-camera confidence. If you're using third-party software like BeLive, like we are doing now, which is fabulous. But if you're just starting on your journey as a live streamer, it's a lot of stuff that you need to familiarize yourself with and get used to. And so if you can embrace bots, it's going to take away tasks and things that are repetitive that you don't need to do because the bots can do them for you. It doesn't take away the personal touch. It's like getting an accountant to do the books because you suck at doing books. So why would you want to struggle with doing the books if you suck at it? It's going to take up too much of your time. So do the stuff you enjoy and hand the stuff that sucks.
Someone else. Exactly. Hey, I'll tell you a little story. I promise it will only last a minute, but a few years ago, I discovered that the grocery store in the town that I live in Omaha, Nebraska, the one that I go to all the time, will let you go online, order all your groceries, and bring it to your front door. I love this service because immediately what I did was reflected on how many times I'm standing there picking out an apple. How many times I've reached for the same cereal on the same shelf, and what a beautiful thing it is that I could just go boop, 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 and it all shows up on my front door. Bots are even better than that because they will deliver those groceries and 5 customers waiting to talk to you. That is my experience with bots. And that's, my clients and I, we create that stuff every day. So I love the way you put it, Brigetti. Taking over the mundane, taking over the administrative, taking over the boring, taking over the things in our lives that don't require any creativity at all, just require flexing that same muscle over and over and over again, trying to provide good customer service, trying to provide and make a great connection with people. What a bot is, and I'll just answer this one, the basic 101 question right out of the gate. What a bot is it's a little bot attached to your Facebook Messenger on your page. It will serve up a series of automated. These messages are infused with your personality, your images, your branding. It's all you, babies. And what happens is that at some point in the conversation, you get to identify who is going to be absolutely ripe to work with me and to hear what I have to say, who is maybe going to be on the fence, and who is in the wrong place. So that then me as a small business owner can step back and say, okay, I'm going to focus my energy where it's going to do the most good right now, because we all know we're only getting older here. Does not stop for anybody. So
I've got a question for you.
yes.
So bots primarily, are they meant for someone who's a startup? Are they meant for the entrepreneurial space? Are they meant for somebody who already has a big business? Who are bots meant for?
Perfect. Good question. So, as you may know already, some of you may know that there are huge enterprises that have bots out there. CNN, you can get personalized news articles depending on what choices you make. You can get that delivered right to your bot or your Facebook Messenger. 1-800-Flowers, you can go order flowers, get customer service, pay for everything without ever leaving Messenger. So there are big companies using it. Love them. They haven't called me yet. I prefer working with folks who have 5 or less employees in their business. To me, the strategy of how to connect with people who are just starting out or maybe have been around a while but are a little frustrated with traditional marketing strategies, those are the people that I specialize in developing messages for. But in answer to your question, it's open to anybody with a Facebook business page, no matter who you are.
Fantastic. And are you taking on new clients, or are you just handing out advice? If people want to get a bot, can they contact you?
I would absolutely love that. Yes. So what I do is I like to provide enough education and enough knowledge so that people can come in, get their feet wet, figure out what they're doing, and then if they want to take advantage of all my free tools, that is fantastic. That is what they're there for. They'll want to climb a step on the ladder a little bit faster. And I take new clients all the time because this has saved so much time for me and allowed me to open up my business to clients. So I do collaborations with people. I do builds with people. I do it all. I have a class that you can take entirely online in your pajamas if you'd like. And I know some of you would like that. I have it all because people are in there's such different levels of their experience and what they want to do with bots. It lights up my life to serve my people.
So do you actually teach people how to set up their own bots, or do you do it for them?
I do both. Some people want to be intimately involved. Some people are super DIY, do it yourself people. And I want to serve those people. There's a workshop that I offer. I'll take you from zero to signing up for ManyChat to making your first reminder bot, which is something that's really good for live streams and things like that. And then teaching you how to create broadcasts that engage people, takes people through all the steps. You come to the class with nothing, you leave with your questions answered and your very first reminder bot built. That's for DIY folks. Then there are people who are just like, hey, you're an expert. Could you just handle this? I've got collaboration services for all of them. So it works out pretty nicely. I'm able to help people at whatever level they're at and how, if they really want to get it on the elbow grease part of it, that's perfect. I have services available for that because I know there's a lot of people that love that. And I don't blame them because I love it too.
So now, but what about people who are, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who, first of all, they have to overcome their camera shyness and I mean, they may be great marketing strategists, but they may even have done related work to camera, but the whole thing of going live on Facebook may seem insurmountable to them. And then somewhat technologically challenged in a really big way, and they find the whole bot thing overwhelming. Do you
Oh yeah,
cater to people like that as well? Because I mean, it can
absolutely.
feel overwhelming.
It can feel so overwhelming. I'll tell you what. One time, Brigetti, I made this mistake. I said on a live stream, if you can edit a PowerPoint, you can work with a messenger bot. And that is quite correct. However, it's getting to the point of building that bot that is a road that is littered with, if you're not a technology person, you don't know what you don't know. So I had a client call me and you said, and it's not true. He said, hey, I went through the experience of trying to sign up for ManyChat and get going, and I have absolutely no idea what I did or what I did wrong, but now stuff is spitting out and I don't know what to do. And I thought to myself, I mean, that's really what it is. When people if you get overwhelmed with technology easily, if just building these things is not your thing, but you really want to be able to do this, um, then I have answers for that as well. Who I love still streaming. Do you know
Who do
Bob
you love?
Ross?
Yes.
It's Bob. It's Bob. He took the simple act of painting, right? This oil painting, which is not very easy, and he held people's hands through the television. He did it for about 13 years. The man died 23 years ago. We're all still watching his videos. That's the aspiration. That's the goal. That's my favorite teacher, and that's who I'm going to continue to try to be. And for folks that are overwhelmed with stuff, yes, I will hold your hand. Yes, I will do it step by step because it's my favorite thing to do. Does that answer
That
your
is
question?
fantastic. Yes, it absolutely does. Because I think there's a huge majority of people feel overwhelmed by technology, and especially something like bots. It sounds like something out of a movie that isn't something that we're supposed to have access to, us mere mortals. And so
I know.
and so it can kind of like, me bot what? But but I think it's great to know that you prepared, because it takes patience. I mean, I have absolutely no doubt about that. It's like taking somebody on their first driving lesson to learn how to drive a car.
Yeah.
It's daunting. And if you don't have the teaching skills or the patience to help that person, you're not a good fit.
That's
So I
right.
wanted to ask you that question specifically to hear whether you are that kind of person that would hold someone's hand if they dead scared of the whole bot idea, but no, they've heard from other people how advantageous it can be, but they're scared of taking that leap.
Yeah. And that's so important. That's a great question. And a lot of people don't know this, but my history and my entire grad thesis and all of my work after that was about teaching people difficult technical concepts in a way that is very reachable. So,
Ah.
yeah, so I spent time in graduate school and I had to take all these programming classes. I hated
So
every
you've got
single,
technology as your background?
yeah, yeah. I took all these technology classes. Some of them were programming courses. I hated every minute of it. I couldn't understand what they were talking
And now
about.
she teaches bots.
And now when I meet someone and I see that look in their eyes, like I should get this, but I can't get this, and I'm afraid, I know exactly what that feels like. I know exactly what that feels like. And being able to hold those people's hands is vital. It's life-giving for me. I love it. I love it because then I can take them to a place where they can accomplish things, small things at first, like riding a bike, but eventually they get that light in their eyes, like I can do something that I couldn't do before. And that makes me so happy. It just makes me utterly happy.
So basically, once you've taught people the basics, um, do they then have access to support from you on an ongoing basis, or is it kind of, I've now taught you how to do this, you're now on your own, mate?
Well, for people who are super do-it-yourselfers, I do have that online class that they can take. And I do offer service with it. I do offer a 30-minute Ask Me Anything, just in case they run into, but the lion's share of my clients want an ongoing relationship because bots change every day. New stuff's available. There's new things you can do. It's so exciting, and people want someone to be able to explain along the way. As new features are added, what can you do with this thing? I've got all of that for people, and that's the relationship most people enter into with me.
So I want to ask you another question. So we've now already established that bots are great if you live streaming and that it does repetitive stuff. But
Yes.
what specifically can a bot do for you? How can a bot help you with your live streams in minute
Okay.
detail? Like what is the real nitty-gritty benefit of having a bot?
Okay. And I will tell you this from experience, my bot, as well as bots I've built for other live streamers. So it, first of all, brings more people to your show. Give you an example. If you type live right now in the comments, you will never miss another black belt bot show, because my chatbot will come along and remind you 10, 15 minutes before I go online. It makes it super easy for people to join your show. And that's what we want. We want to get people there so that they'll ask us questions. By the way, I'm hurrying a little bit. I will come back and answer all of them. Trust me, my darlings, I will do this. But for a live streamer, it's so important to get people into those seats so that we can comment together, learn together, grow together, and make a bigger stage virtually. So that's the first thing that it does. The reminder bot does this. Second, it allows me to go back and talk to people inside the bot who are regulars on the show. I talk to people about what they want to see on the show. I talk to people about their likes and dislikes about the show. I start regular conversations with my audience members all the time. Because of that, I can produce content that they actually can want and consider valuable. I never have to guess and make up a show title ever again. And people get a hold of me through the bot as well. People will strike up a conversation with me about a bot-related topic sometimes. I know my audience members today. I don't have to guess at what they want. I can give them valuable things on a regular basis. And that's the dream of a live streaming show, right? You can't help but grow.
Wow. I think anybody who's watching this broadcast, you really need to get in touch with RJ.
Please do, everyone. If you type live, you'll never miss another bot signal. We're on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is a non-regular time because we're doing this very special thing with Ladies Go Live, whom we all love. But do get a hold of me. Once you're inside the bot, just type my name, and I will come running, and we will have a chat about bots, because I think that it's vital for you to know what's out there. Whether you ever buy from me, whether you like me, whether you don't like me, it matters not. But I need to spread this message of what bots can do, because it's the end of fake marketing. It's the end of adopting somebody else's personality so that you can try to become all aggressive and salesy. Facebook Messenger doesn't do any of that. And that's why it makes me so happy. More questions, Brigetti?
Well, I just wanted to reiterate what you were saying, because the first thing people always want to know when they start out on Facebook Live, or anything for that matter, they want to know what's in it for me, and the biggest thing people always crave on a live stream is audience. And so my biggest takeaway from our conversation here is that if you have a messenger bot, it will bring in people on autopilot for you. It will remind people once they have subscribed to your messenger bot, every time you go live, it'll let you know that RJ is going live, Brigetti's going live, Stephen's going live, Lottie's going live. So you don't ever miss a show again. So you don't have to send out marketing material manually. You don't have to send out tons of emails manually. You don't have to go and check the list and say, invite. All that's now done for you with the messenger bot. So I think the benefits are pretty obvious.
Yeah. They've made my show so much better. This is my 4th live stream show. You know how it is, Brigetti. You set up a show, you do the work, and then you learn a lot. I've had 4 shows. This is my 4th. This is the best it's ever been, because I have a bot. And I also produce good content, but I have a bot. Marianne St. Clair, she is here with us as well. I want to invite her onto the screen because I love her so very much for just joining my show today. We do hardly know each other, but she's got some questions about messenger bots. This is going to be awesome, and I will bring her on now. Very good. Do you have more questions for me, Brigetti? I know that you needed to run to another event as well.
I do need to run. I want to say, because Mary Ann's here to chat with you now, so I am going to run. I want to say a huge big thank you to you for Mary Ann sideways.
Yeah, Mary Ann, I need.
There we go. All fixed up now.
Okay.
Very good. I want to thank you for coming on, Brigetti. You're a pro. And I was a little scared about the stream today. I'm doing this in the middle of a hotel lobby. I have no idea what's going to happen next. And then it was like, well, Brigetti will be there. And no matter what happens, everything's going to be all right. Thank you for coming on the show today. I appreciate it. I want to
say a huge big thank you to you for breaking down exactly how bots can help every single one of us live streamers, and for answering my stupid questions.
Oh, they were so beautiful. They were beautiful. All right, my friend. Well, I know you've got to fly, Bye-bye. So I'm going to put you down. I'm going to put you down in the lobby. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. All right, my friend Marianne. You've suffered through technical difficulties and you are here like a pro. How are you today?
Wonderful. Wonderful. How are you, RJ? Thank you for having me.
So good. Oh, such a pleasure. Thank you for answering the call. Audience folks, can you still see me? Let me know in the comments if you can see and hear both of us. I'm going to continue with the show. Can you hear me, Marianne?
Yes, I can hear you. So I'll just stay. I'll just stay on the audio.
Thank you, darling. That is so fantastic. So tell me, What questions do you have about messenger bots? Where should we begin?
Well, I'm one of those, I'm technically savvy. I love jumping in and I do my websites. I do, and I go live.
Yeah.
But I'm new to bots and I'm anxious to get in. I'm anxious to get them set up so that, one, like you said, so that the bots can go out there, notify people that, I'm going live and bring people to me. And also just that repetitiveness, sometimes, people don't remember that you're going live and then that bot sends that lovely message. So what is the first steps? I know you said that you have a couple of different options, but if I wanted to do it myself, what is your number one?
Okay, if you want to do it yourself, set up a reminder bot for your show.
Right. That would start first.
Perfect. And then I will also a thing where I teach you how to write engaging messages so that the people who are already in and getting reminders can have a further conversation with you. That is, if you go to startyourbot.com,
Okay.
I'm not kidding. I own that URL. If you get in there, it will talk to you about it's a 3-hour workshop that I give every month. The next one is September 20th. It's 2 weeks from tonight. And it's a 3-hour workshop. I take you through signing up, writing the reminder bot, and writing those engaging broadcasts afterwards. I will teach you how to do it start to finish. And then hopefully then with what you learn from that class, you can take that and, put it into other types of sequences when you're ready for those. But a reminder bot for a live streamer is such a perfect place to start. So if you can put up with 3 hours, $7 for 3 hours of me, if you can put up with that, I invite
you. Say the price again. Say the price again.
It's $97.
Okay. Okay.
So it's not bad. It's a good starting point. It'll pay for itself because you won't have to spend hours and hours figuring out the stuff that I have already figured out for you. Right. And so let me put it in the on-screen update.
In the chat. That would be great.
Yeah, this is where to go for that is startyourbot.com. It's a great class. I've run that a couple of times. People seem to really like it because it's always a small class. Everybody gets to ask questions. Everybody gets the replay when everything is over. And you have what you need to start off of that starting block running. And so that's what I like about that.
Some of the things that I notice on the bots that are coming to me are, so in your live, you say, like you said, put live down there or whatever keyword you're doing. And then the person does that. It goes out to Betty Bot and Betty Bot sends something back to them. I see sometimes where there's like 2 or 3 things down there. Is that hard to do where you're setting up like, 3 different push here, push here, push here, depending upon what they're wanting where they're wanting their people to go?
Sometimes it's as simple as putting a link there.
Okay.
Copying and pasting a link, putting it right there. Sometimes that path, that particular button will send them on a different message. We'll get a different series of messages to come.
Okay.
I love it for you to choose your own adventure and learn about what you want to learn about. Maybe you're coming to me and you know nothing. Maybe you come to me and you've already had a bot and you're not pleased with how it's performing and you'd like to perform it better. I cannot write a sequence of messages that will fit both of you. I cannot. It's impossible. Right. So it allows me to focus on the set of people that have very little experience and then focus another set of messages on people that have a lot of experience.
Okay.
It's a beautiful thing. So it is not I can teach you how to do it in under a minute, to create those little buttons that say, take me here, or take the mini course, or something like that.
Right.
It's honestly very easy.
So I have another question.
Tell me.
Okay, so Facebook is bringing everything to where we're dependent upon Facebook. And I love Messenger and I love Facebook, but sometimes it goes down. Sometimes it goes. How do you recommend balancing, say, we've got Facebook groups, then we've got our own websites and our own things off of Facebook that possibly are a little bit more maybe stable or not so connected to Facebook, because as you know, they can not let messages go through the messenger.
Right.
So what do you see the trends, and what do you see the benefit of staying with your main marketing on Facebook as opposed to, your website or LinkedIn or Instagram or other places?
So for me, I have gotten the most feedback and replies on Facebook Messenger. I've started more conversations with people on Messenger than I ever have with my email list, with an Instagram. I mean, sometimes you'll get comments on posts and stuff like that, and all that's pretty cool. But here's the truth. That doesn't go very deep. It goes about an inch deep. You know what I'm saying? For me, the real connection is within Facebook Messenger. Observe it. It's a one-on-one private conversation. Nobody else is going to see your answer to this question, so you may as well be honest and give me a thoughtful reply. And people do that all the time. So there's a ton of reasons why I think Messenger is where it's at for my business. May not be true for you. But there is also that question of, what if Facebook goes down tomorrow? 20 years ago, it used to be that if you had a fire at your business, that was what everybody was afraid of, because it destroyed all your contact information. And how do you go on from that?
Yes.
It's not a fire anymore, people. It's
Right.
Facebook going down.
Then it was email. What if the email server went down? Then you didn't have that. I don't like email anymore. I don't want to tell you the truth, I don't want to build an email list because I don't like email myself. So why am I want instantaneous conversations. Why do I want to go? I don't even I put all my trash over an email, and I have one little bit of people that I'll let into the email that I'll read all the time, but the rest of it's just basically trash. I don't want to do it. But if somebody was to market me on bots, I'm so much more there and engaged. So I think that's the area that I need to follow, is because, I think, don't we attracts? So wouldn't I be attracting more of my ideal client if that's what I like?
Exactly. You know what? I market to other people that are like me, that have the same kinds of beliefs and visions and directions. I mean, that's exactly it. But how do you take that gorgeous jewel that is Facebook Messenger, but not get caught putting all of your eggs in one basket? For me, I have a backup safety measure, and it is this. I will ask people contact information, and I will say to them, listen, I'm zipping this out to a spreadsheet. No one will ever see it but me, but I want to be able to contact you in case Facebook burns down tomorrow. Is that okay with you? People will give me their information because I'm being honest about how I'm using it.
Do you do that in a bot?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, I've been spending a little bit of time in creating, the old school, putting up my website and getting, because I'm rebranding myself. So putting up my website, got that done, got the clicks, got the, the different offers on my website. But I can take them from Facebook and then take them off over there and let them go experience some stuff. Or I could continue to set it up. I think the experience, the adventure, on Facebook and send them to a group, or send them to can you actually do a sales page on, or do you have to go off maybe to Kajabi or to a website to do a sales page?
Well, I'll tell you this. If you go to startyourbot.com, you'll see that I don't have a sales page for that. I give you all the information right there, and then I ask if you have any questions, and then people sign up right there. I don't have to send them out. I don't have to send them out.
But that is a website, right? That is startyourbot.com. So it is.
It links to a landing, and then it goes right into Facebook Messenger.
Okay, so let me see, so I'm sorry, I just want to be able to ask questions from that. Start Your Bot, it is, okay, so it's bringing them to a static page, and then instantly connect with people. Okay, so then that's going back to Messenger.
Yes, it is.
So you're redirecting, so you've got to redirect from your Start Your Bot back to Messenger that's going to go back to a bot?
Yes.
Black belt bot?
Yep.
All right. I like this because you know what? All these different things, I want to streamline. I don't want to pay ClickBank. I don't want to pay all these other, it was so expensive there for so many years for all these little pieces, that I'm loving these bots because it just streamlines everything, doesn't it?
It does. Well, and that's the thing about building on Facebook's structure is they just want it to be a casino, everyone. They want you to stay around the clock. They don't ever want you to leave. And because of that sentiment, the way that they've built this and the way they've architected it, I don't have to have people leave Messenger to do the things that they want to do. And that's convenience itself, because people have developed a relationship with that symbol. They have developed a trust with that little lightning bolt in the blue circle. What I'm talking about there?
Yes.
Putting my stuff on that, they already trust that the information is good information. Now, I won't say that every messenger bot out there is awesome. They're not. There are some people that are just taking their former system and throwing it onto this platform and trying to see if it will work. That doesn't work. But I will tell you that people go to their email inbox to work. People go to Messenger to talk to people and businesses they care about. Best advice I can offer you, everybody out there. Everybody out there.
Part of that. Say the first part of what you said.
People go to their email to work.
Okay.
People go to their Messenger
conversations.
Exactly.
So people they know, like, and trust. Yes.
So be a business they know, like, and trust. Just be a business they like, won't ever let you go.
Right. And perfect. That's really all I have. That's just, I love it. What do you have for me?
I have the most love ever. I totally went and checked out your website, and I totally went and checked out your stuff, and I am so excited about what you do. I think that you could make a powerful bot. I think that you could do this, and I would be very excited to chat with you again about it anytime. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
You're welcome. Thank you. And what I meant by what do you have for me? I didn't know if you had any questions about and continuing. So I didn't. So thank you so much. This has been just so informative. So thank you for blessing me. Thank you for accepting raising my hand and saying that I'd like to take part in this. So I really appreciate it. And it was great meeting you, RJ.
I think that we have to end up a little early today. For those of you
Good.
who are watching from Black Belt Bots, you know I go for a full hour, but today we're truncating because we're making more room for more fabulous women going live. So thank you, everyone, for being here from the bottom of my heart. This can change your stuff. This can change your business. And Ladies Go Live is the most awesome thing. It's why I'm wearing a cape, because I am celebrating how much good work they do around the world. And love Ladies Go Live. If you're a lady who wants to go live, go hit up their page. Go hang out with them because I'll be there, and you know it's a cool place if I'm hanging out there. So very good, darlings. If I didn't get to your question, I'm going to get to them in text, and I will see you all soon. That is it for me, and I will see you in a bot.